So if you are working hard, you're putting forth a lot of energy, but you're not seeing the results that you want to see, keep watching. So this is the thing. A lot of times we say that we want something, but we are the block, right? We make excuses. Some people call them reasons why we're not able to do something. Not enough support, not enough money, not enough time. At the end of the day, we pay for what we want. Uh-oh. Can I be honest? At the end of the day, we pay for what we want. We make time for what we want. And when we really want something, we go for it. And so it's the same thing with your goals. It's the same thing. And I want you to understand that you might be delaying your progress by self-sabotaging. And I can remember being in a toxic job, right? Being in a job where I had a wonderful boss. That person left. The other person came in for whatever reason, did not like me, terrorized me every day. I had migraines. I cried on my way to work. And I didn't want to go. I did not want to go to work. But I had gone to school. I got my master's degree in social work. I was with the school system. So you all, if you don't know, you get a ton of time off, great benefits. And for the position that I was in, really, really good pay. And so I was kind of like, oh my goodness, like, how will I be able to get something that can at least match this? Right. And so with me being in fear mode, I let it play out way too long. But when I got to a point where I was like, enough is enough, I'm the issue. I gotta stop being afraid to make a move. And so I literally updated my resume and I started applying. And guess what happened when I started applying? I started getting responses. And I ended up getting a promotion. I ended up getting a position that paid me $10,000 more per year because I got out of my own way, because I stopped being afraid of losing what I had. And I started leaning into my possibility. Oh my goodness. Some of you are forfeiting your possibility because you are afraid to release what it is that you're holding on to right now. And some of you recognize you've outgrown your situation. You've outgrown the relationship. You've outgrown the environment, but you're holding on to it because it's familiar to you. And so what I need you to do is be able to recognize when you are the issue. I need you to be able to recognize when you are self-sabotaging, right? So there are some subtle ways that we self-sabotage, and I want to share those with you. The first one is perfectionism. And that one kept me for a long time because I wanted everything to be perfect. And I was super concerned about what other people would say about me or think about me if I did not appear perfect, if I made a mistake, if I fumbled over a word. Like it held me for so long. And I realized that when I was starting out in business, that's why I wasn't making any money because I would spend hours on one post. And it's like, you can't do that. You got to be willing to put it out there and refine it, get the feedback and improve it. I can never say this enough. While you are still on your rough draft, someone else has already created that product. They put it out there. They've gotten feedback and they refined it. They're already making money and you're still trying to figure out if what you have is good enough. So release the perfectionism. The people who are winning are not striving for perfection. Yes, they are striving for excellence. Yes, they want everything to be right. But at the end of the day, people are not looking for you to be perfect. They're looking for you to be authentic. They're looking for you to show up and support them. They're looking for you to utilize the gifts, the talents, and skills that you have been given. The other one is procrastination. I'm going to do it one day. I'm going to do it when I lose 10 pounds. I'm going to do it when the kids are out of the house. I'm going to do it. When? Like, how long are you going to put off the thing that you say you desire to do? I believe that sometimes in our minds, we feel like we have forever to do what we want to do. And I had this conversation with myself this morning. I'm like, there needs to be a sense of urgency. There needs to be a sense of urgency about unleashing what God has placed on the inside of you. You got to stop sitting on your gifts, your talents, and your skills, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the perfect time, waiting for everything to align. Listen, there will never be a perfect moment. There's always going to be something going on in your life. There's always going to be someone who needs you. There's always going to be some level of stress. Might not be a lot, might be a little, right? But there's going to be something going on. There's going to be a reason or an excuse why you need to postpone it. But the truth is, every time you make a decision to level up your life, you're going to encounter resistance, and you just need to expect it and be prepared for it. And you've got to say to yourself, this will not stop me. Yep, it might slow me down, but it's not going to stop me. And so I want to challenge you, if you are a person who always find yourself procrastinating, you got to address that. You got to address that. And then the last one is overthinking. Oh gosh, this was me for so long. And now I'm to the point where I can catch it and I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. I'm in a mastermind with ET, and one of the coaches was asking me about Motiversity and how I got that opportunity. And like, I got so many opportunities on the table right now. And my response was, I have come to a point in my life where I realize that even if I have not done the thing yet that they are asking me to do, I can figure it out. Oh my goodness. I need some of you all to recognize the fact that you have the power to figure it out. There is no challenge that is too big for you and God to take on. Okay. I got to say that again. There is no challenge too big for you and God to take on. And so in the past, I would find myself playing small. I would find myself hiding out. I would find myself saying, oh, I don't know if I'm going to go for this. I don't know if I'm good enough. I would be constantly doubting myself. I would constantly find myself struggling with imposter syndrome until I realized that I have the receipts to back it up. Like, I have a PhD, I have the certifications, I've got over 20 years of experience as an educator, as a licensed social worker. I'm a certified coach, author of 2 books. I'm like, you've made this, I'm looking at all of my accomplishments and it's like, okay, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. You have it. So why are you constantly doubting yourself? And so I had to get to a place where I had enough trust in myself to go for things that scare me. And listen, let me tell you this. Because I say yes, doesn't mean that I'm like, oh, I got this. But I understand that I can figure it out. I might not have it right now. I might not have it this very moment, but you can believe this. I'm going for it. You can believe this. I'm going to figure it out. You can believe this. I'm going to crush it. Because I'm going to practice in the dark. And when it's time for me to come into the light, I'm going to be ready. And what has been on my heart really for the last couple of months was to bring other women along with me. I want to bring other women along with me. When I looked at my financials in June, I realized that I made more in the first 6 months of January than I made all of 2024. And so if you've been feeling like there is more for you to do, if you've been feeling like I've got these gifts on the inside of me, I want to speak, I want to coach, I want to lead, I want to write a book. Like if you have all of this on the inside of you, you want to create a product, but you understand that you are the issue. You understand that your doubt is stopping you. Your perfectionism is stopping you. Your procrastination is stopping you. Your overthinking is stopping you. Then it's time for you to make a decision. And it's time for you to decide to choose you. And so this is what I want you to do. I want you to name one thing that you have been delaying, and I want you to decide to take action on that thing today. You might not be able to finish it, right? But whatever that thing is, take some type of action on it today. I want you to visit leadyouboldly.com, leadyouboldly.com, if you are ready to take your life and your business to the next level. If you don't have a business, if you want to start a business, I want to connect with you, because there is no time like now to get your stuff together. And listen, I say this to myself. I'm not just saying it to you. It's time out for playing small. It's time out for not having confidence. It's time out for not having the mindset, the skill set, the habits, and the strategy that you need to be successful in life. Like, there is a formula, and the formula requires that you have the right mindset and the right habits before the strategy will work. You can have the skills, you can have the knowledge, you can have the desire. But if you are struggling with self-confidence, if you don't have the courage, if you have a poverty mindset, meaning you're always thinking that there is lack, or you're always thinking that there's not enough to go around. If you're thinking that success is only for other people and it's not for you, it's time for you to make a decision. Listen, I want to support you. I want to help you get from where you are to where you desire to be. I want to help you to access your next big breakthrough. I want you to make so much money. Yes, I said it. I want you to make so much money that you are like, wow. Like, that's how I was. That's how I was when I looked at my financials. I was like, wow. And it's all because I've implemented systems. I have a system in place. Winning is a system. But until you get your mindset right, when you set your mind in the right place, you can't help but win. When you're confident in yourself, you can't help but win. When you get disciplined, when you have the commitment that outlasts every kind of challenge that tries to rise up against you, you can't lose. You're unstoppable. And so there are some people who they will do well until they hit a challenge, a roadblock, a rejection, a disappointment, and then they give up. And they forfeit their mission. They forfeit what they've been praying for. And so from today forward, I want to challenge you to take your life to another level. I want to challenge you to transform your life in such a way that when you look back 6 months from now, you're saying, wow, yeah. I want you to wow you.